of the attendees?
Hey Anil, how are you?
Good, man. How are you?
All right.
Long time. We haven't
I know,
partied.
nice seeing you again.
Yeah, we haven't partied in a while.
Yeah. Hey Dhaval.
Hi, how's it going, Tejas?
Bus, wonderful. Nice seeing you again.
Hi, Ravi. How's everyone doing today?
Very good. Okay, let's kick this off. Thank you all so much for joining. This is an open forum. We've been having this for a few days now, and it is so much fun to have how many people signing in. We have Anil, Pankaj, Zina, Mo, Tejas, Neeta, welcome back, Dhaval, Anand, and Pramod, both of whom Anand and Pramod want to get their cameras unmuted there. But thank you all for joining. This is just our daily kind of half an hour way of getting together, talking about general stuff, catching up. The idea is having a street corner gupshup. You have to have a background like Anil's, and we'll figure out how the whole background can be changed. But thank you so much for joining us. Anshuman, did you want to talk very quickly about the event that you had, what's coming up, especially the one with Navneet, and or did anybody want to talk about that?
By the way, before we get started, I do want to recognize Anshuman's background. That's the TiE logo. I think that's very appropriate.
Yeah,
good job.
That's pretty good. Absolutely.
So this is the third event that we are doing this week for the workshop within the TiE community, and it is open for all. We make it live on the Facebook also for other people to see and watch and join to. We had an event yesterday to talk about the stimulus package because of the COVID-19, and it was done by the Chuk firm. We had great speakers in there. That video is also available on our social media links. Some of the Q&A, we are still trying to get answers to those. And then there is an upcoming event which will be on 8th of April from 11:30 to 12:30. And that will also be related to the stimulus package. It is going to be done by Ash Patel, who is the president and CEO of Commercial Bank of California. And that is on 8th of April, Wednesday, from 11:30 to 12:30 p.m. And we'll be sending out the link shortly. Thank you, Ravi.
We looking forward to that, and the link is going to be coming out very shortly. We have a very tight agenda today. Looking forward to it. We are going to have, first of all, we are going to have Zina. And when I connected with Zina a couple of days back, she came to our first event in January, if you guys remember, and showed us those beautiful exercises that I do use once in a while. I use every time I'm at a table and my posture is straight. I try to do stuff according to that one, so which was very helpful. So I thought, hey, listen, why not incorporate that into our gup shop on a daily basis? We are all sitting here at our tables trying to work from home here. So she's going to go through what I'm going to call Zina's 2-minute drill from home. And then we are going to have about 15-20 minutes of one of the topics that, one of the suggestions we were looking for ideas and stuff like that. The people were talking about ideas, brainstorming things that that can be done, right? So the focus topic here is challenges of working from home, ideas to become productive. This is something we spoke about. So we are going to have an open discussion here, and then Balaji tunes in a bit. He's going to close us out with the tabla recital. So Zina, it's all yours. Zina's 3 minutes on how to keep us healthy while we are working from home.
Absolutely. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, so like everyone else, I've been pivoting in this new world that we're living in. But the good news is I've always been doing online programming. I have an online desk program that delivers exercises to your computer every day. So I'm going to show you one of the exercises today, and I'm going to ask you guys to do it with me, because everything we'll do together is stuff that you can do at your workstation. So today we're going to do something called chest drops. So I'm going to show it on the floor, and then I'm going to show it on this thing that I'm going to use as kind of my makeshift desk. okay? And then I'll turn around and kind of show you the movement from behind. So I'll show it 3 different ways, and then I'll have you guys get up and do it. You might have to stand for this because you're gonna have to put your hands on a desk. So if you are standing and you're putting your hands on a desk, let me lower this just a little, and my arms are gonna be straight. I'm gonna drop my chest, squeezing my shoulder blades together, and then I'm gonna push away. So I'm gonna drop and squeeze and push away. So how you would do it on your desk is to take your hands on your desk here, just like but different angles, so that's why I'm showing it both ways, and you would drop and push away. So the hard part about this is keeping your arms straight. People tend to want to bend their elbows like a push-up. It's not a push-up. It's a movement of the scapula. So if I were to turn around, let me put my hair up so you can see my back. And if I were to turn around, my shoulders are squeezing together and then pushing away. Squeezing together and pushing away. So let's all try it. Stand up, place your hands on the desk. I won't be able to see you quite as well as I probably would like to in person, but try. You can angle your device so I can see you. Great. If you can't, don't worry about it. Try to keep those arms straight and then drop your chest.
It's not a push-up?
It's not a push-up because your elbows are not bending. And you do want to have your hands on something. So put it on your desk, drop, and push away. So your elbows are straight and you're moving from the shoulder blade. Okay, so if I turn around so you can see my back, drop and push.
Oh,
Drop.
got it. Oh,
Ah, feel that?
yeah.
So it's not a push-up because a push-up would be bending the elbows. We're keeping it straight and just moving from our scapula. And our scapula muscles are the muscles. Yes. Dabal, did I pronounce that correctly? That looks really good. The scapular muscles are the muscles that are the muscles around our scapula that pull our scapula back. So by doing this, practicing the squeezing of the scapula and using our desk as a way to practice that, we're improving the movement of our scapula muscles. Good,
So
Ravi, that looks really good.
Hands closer or farther away?
Good question. The further apart it is, the little easier it's going to be. A little closer together, a little more challenging. So you can start with them wide, and then you can bring them a little closer as it gets easier for you. But wider is a little easier to access the scapular muscles. Great question.
Perfect.
Awesome. So that's it. So
Awesome.
that's it for today. I'll come back tomorrow with more.
Cool. Thank you.
And then if you want, I can pivot right into the challenges of working from home.
Cool. Yeah, please join us as we go in there. Absolutely. I think that's the whole idea, right? Thank you very much. That's pretty cool. So we're looking forward to having you here every day and having a couple of minutes of this, right? Loosening up. So we thank you.
Ravi, we have a lot of new attendees today, like Naveen Gupta, Joseph Santos, Swaminathan is
Right.
joining in from Houston, Texas.
Wow.
And certainly Tejas Mehta is, this is his first time. So I would like if you could do a quick intro.
Sure. First of all, somebody's microphone, guys, is hissing there. So if you could just, that's not fine.
Anybody
Pankaj,
who's
that's
not
yours, man.
speaking, if they can mute themselves, that would be
So
great.
yeah, so what I'm going to do is
I just did.
very quickly. Let's just go around the gallery, introduce ourselves quickly, and just tell a 2 minute a minute about what you're doing and stuff like that. So very quickly, I know we have not had Zina. I know you have not had a chance to introduce yourself. I know you want to start there, and then we'll go with other newcomers here. Yeah.
Did you say my name, Zina?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm Zina Dalla, and I am a certified posture alignment specialist. And right now, my focus is bringing my current programs that I've already had virtual. So I do individual, virtual, one-on-one, Zoom, posture therapy, one-on-one, and then I have an online desk program designed for corporations to get their employees moving, and especially at home, it's really perfect program. And then I now do virtual lunch and learn. So I just did one yesterday where I talk about posture and pain. So I basically provide corporate wellness solutions in the home.
Cool. Welcome. Hopefully we'll see you every day. I know this is Tejas. Thank you for signing up. I'm just going to go through the new people, I think, right? So thank you for signing up. Tell us a little bit, introduce yourself, and tell us a little bit about yourself. Tejas.
All right. Hi, I'm a CPA. self-employed CPA, and I work mainly with small successful businesses, and I help them with their bookkeeping, accounting, payroll with direct deposits, QuickBooks consulting, whether it's online or desktop, and tax returns preparation. My office is located in Anaheim on Euclid between 5 and 91 freeways.
Fantastic. Neeta, welcome. You want to say hi? Want to introduce yourself? Say something. Yeah.
My
Neeta.
my third family.
Mhm.
Hello, everyone. So nice to see all your beautiful, happy faces, and excited to be on the call. And you can see my face today. Last time I was hidden.
Excellent. Welcome.
Thank you.
Dhaval, you were here. Dhaval, you want to also go next, and then we'll just go around the gallery, guys. So.
Sure. Hi there. I'm Dhaval Kapadia. I'm a fractional CFO, and I'm excited about doing this every day. So,
Fantastic. Yeah. Naveen, you're next on this one, on my gallery out here.
Yes. Hi, guys. This is Naveen Gupta. I have an IT services and certified cybersecurity provider. We basically act as outsourced IT to small and medium businesses in Southern California, and I act as their virtual CIO. So this is a great initiative. Anshuman,
I think we lost you there, Pankaj. Sorry. We lost you there, Naveen.
Yeah, Naveen, we'll have to get back to you because your voice is breaking up.
Did you guys lose me?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So I'll talk to you later then.
Yeah,
Thank
but stay
you.
online. Stay online, Naveen. Once we get the thing ironed out, we'll get back to you. Manish, say hi.
Hello, everyone. Good to reconnect again. Neeta and Naveen, Tejas. Good to connect with you again. IT consulting, Microsoft services.
Vivek, welcome on board. You want to introduce yourself?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
We can.
1 second. Let me turn on my video. Hi, my name is Vivek Kashyap, and I'm in Los Angeles. I work for AT&T. That's my full-time job. But I also have a business where I work with organizations. I train them in mindfulness, creating better culture, by using tools to enhance the trust, enhance the sense of purpose in the employees. And I've started several mindfulness initiatives in my own company. So my journey is personally on mindfulness for last several years, but I'm sharing it in the corporate world because as it is required more and more, where we are. And I would be happy to do some sessions or some virtual events for you guys as you like.
Excellent. We'll plan on that. Absolutely. Thank you for telling us about that. Absolutely. Thank you. Welcome to the group. Before I forget, guys, I want to make sure when we have a couple of WhatsApp groups and stuff like that, but people who are joining in, send on the chat box on the right-hand side, send us your email IDs. Just type it out there so that I can make sure that when we are having this gupshup, at least you guys are getting the information. In addition to Anshuman's regular blast, just send it to us so that we don't miss you guys. Okay, just an additional layer, just in case if you want to share that with us. We spoke to Naveen. Anand, hello, and say hi. Hi, Anand. Tell us how you're doing before we go to Swaminathan.
Right here. Hi, thank you. Hi, this is Anand here, and I'm part of TiE SoCal. And so it's good to be here. So thanks so much for doing this. It's nice.
Thank you, Anand. Good to see you, man. Last time you didn't show yourself there. Now you turn your video on. You know, it's always good to see Anand, right? He's always smiling and keeps us all straight. So good to have you on board, and hopefully we'll see a lot more of you. Swaminathan, next.
Hi, Swami.
Hey guys, how are you guys? Long
Swami.
time. My name to people who don't know me, many of you don't know me, but I used to be a member. I'm still a member of TiE SoCal, but I moved out to Houston early this year. I run a boutique M&A firm out of New Jersey, but right now I live in Houston. I was just inquisitive to see what you guys are doing every evening, so I thought I will check in and see.
Absolutely, and welcome. We remember spending the afternoon and evening working out of your Long Beach, beautiful Long Beach apartment there, house there, and
Yes.
that was very nice. I didn't realize you guys moved to Texas, so hopefully Texas.
Yeah, just to see your Ravi.
Okay, very nice. Cool. Hey, Ashok, you're next, and Sapko is next, and let's get that, and then we'll go to the topic. Please introduce yourself and where are you calling from, and Ashok. Ashok, I think you're on mute, or we can't hear you.
Yeah, I'm trying to unmute him, but it's not taking.
He has to unmute. Who's Sapko? S-A-P-K-O.
Hi, this is
That is
Okay.
Hope everyone is well and safe.
Not sure your microphone is very good, my friend. Yeah. Okay. And who's Jane? Okay.
I think
guys, your microphones are not working. We'll try to listen to you when we go through this brainstorming thing. Mo, I'm going to start with you here. I know this was your topic as well as Dhaval's. So what are the challenges you're facing, right? And Zina was also talking about it. So Mo, kick us off on that. Talk about some of the challenges from working from home and then ideas of becoming more productive. So that's the topic of the day. I just want to get everybody jumping in and let's brainstorm some stuff here, right? So.
Sure. Well, thank you, Ravi. Good to see everyone. Thank you, Zina, for getting our blood pumping. You know, right now what we're witnessing, Ravi, is we're all seeing a boost in the home-based economy. The home-based economy is not nothing new, but the home-based economy is now something that everybody is now adapting to. So we're seeing a lot more things like what we're doing today, obviously, Zoom calls. We're seeing a lot more of things that a lot of people that worked from home before are not really, it's sort of like people that used to work from home are now like, well, welcome to the club. You know, there's a whole lot of new things that they have already been doing. In many ways, people that have home-based businesses or have offshore teams, like Anshuman, for example, who has, you know, dozens and dozens of people overseas, a lot of things are probably not so new for him. But there's a lot of people that are having a tough time adapting because they're used to the routine. They're used to decades and decades in many cases of doing the same thing, waking up, going to the office, et cetera, et cetera. So for a lot of people, this is a big punch and it's, you know, coming out of nowhere. So I think that the key, I know somebody spoke about mindset. I think somebody, I don't remember who it was, but they were talking about helping people and corporations have the right mindset. I think right now what we're seeing is that theory, that concept is really being proven, Ravi, because there's a lot of people that have neglected mindset and only focused on techniques and tools. And I think that this situation that we're seeing around the world is proving that you have to have both. You can't just focus on techniques and tools and strategies without focusing on mindset as well. Because people that have the mindset of being able to adapt are the ones that are gonna not only survive in this situation, but thrive. Because most of your competition is struggling just like how you are. So if you have competition, you can either to adapt and come out.
Sorry, Mo. I think Naveen is a very nice singer. Naveen, Naveen, I think your headphones are on.
Well, you know, it's kind of like when you accept a speech at the Oscars and the music starts playing.
No, you know, that was good music though, Mo, but I fully agree. I think So what are some of the challenges? I fully agree. I think there has to be a new mindset of working from home. But let us first list out some challenges, and then the idea here is let's see what things we need to do to change the mindset and what the opportunities are, right? So that more tangibly, what can we, what are some interesting ideas and opportunities? I fully agree with you. I think we have to have a different mindset out here. So Dhaval, you want to add something to that? I know this was one of the topics that you also were talking about, right? So.
Yeah, I think the mindset issue, I think, is really important. And I think that's a great way to start off the discussion. I think another thing to keep in mind is that we're all fundamentally developing new habits. And you all have probably heard that it takes, somewhere between 15 and 21 days of daily practice to develop a new habit. Guess what? Working from home, essentially, that's what we're doing. 3 weeks of lockdown, essentially we're developing the habits of working from home, staying indoors all the time, things like that. So that's going to fundamentally change our society. And yeah, I'd love to hear everyone's thoughts on what that's like and how that'll impact our businesses, our lifestyles going forward. So yeah, great start.
Okay. Zina, I know you had some challenges that you wanted to talk about before I go through. Anybody else wants to jump in, but I know when you were saying you had some challenges. So you want to talk about challenges, and then we'll open the table up, open the thing up.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest challenge for me is having my kid around 24/7 and suddenly having to homeschool and sit next to them and help them with their homework and do all those things that the teachers used to do. So I've been really, in terms of mindset, I love that. I think it was Mo that brought that up. I love that it's really important because this is a very stressful time right now. So I'm trying to really focus on the mindset of like, okay, if you don't get it all done today, you don't get it all done. I mean, this is a unique time in history to just take the opportunity to spend more time with my kid and spend time educating her the way that I probably won't ever be able to in the future. We're also making different arrangements in our home. So we're going to be moving a desk into a different part of the home to try to physically make our space more compliant with the challenges we're dealing with. But another mindset thing I've been working on is I'm actually going to make an investment in my business right now. I'm going to start spending more time doing more money on marketing, because if I sit in the mindset of everyone's losing money right now and no one's going to hire my services, that's ridiculous. There are definitely companies out there that are capitalizing in this industry. And because my services are so transferable anywhere in the world, there's thousands of people out there that may be looking for what I have to offer. It's just about finding those people. So I think the positive mindset of, all right, this kind of sucks that I lost 75% of my income in 2 weeks flat, but I can take this opportunity to just spend time working on my business versus in my business.
I, for one, am starting to learn how Zoom works very, very well.
Yes, I've been trying to get people to do Zoom meetings for years. So this is making me very happy that I don't have to leave my house to do these meetings.
I'm told if somebody reads the Wall Street Journal, if you guys read the Wall Street Journal, I'm told people who are regular members of Zoom are now complaining that everybody is jumping on and reducing the bandwidth and stuff. So anybody else has challenges? Let's think about challenges and then we'll see opportunities. The idea is to list out 3 or 4 challenges and then what are the hopes, what are ideas to get over them, right? So anybody else have?
I know one person who doesn't have challenges, Balaji. He's, I think, out jogging or playing golf or something like that.
Walking.
Hey, he's not allowed to golf. Okay, all golf courses are closed now.
I'm walking. I'm walking.
I think that is one of the
because you have a tabla recital today.
No tabla, man. Unless somebody sings, I will play. Don't worry. I'm not a big artist, so don't worry.
Oh man, I have.
You have been allocated time, so you got to do it, man. Cannot.
Yeah. Hey, Jane, looks like your microphone is on. Just if you could very quickly introduce yourself and give us some of your thoughts before I go around the table out here. People, I mean, I think there are a lot more challenges around the place.
Yeah, hi. I'm Jay Nitulkar. Do I need to give the whole spiel or what?
Yeah, you need to introduce yourself.
Yeah, take your time.
Okay, yeah. So I'm originally from Bidar in Karnataka, India. And I have been in the US for the longest time. I went to USC, got my MBA and stuff a long time ago. I have been running P-Verify for last 10, 12 years. Stay put in Irvine, 3 kids and a wife and a dog.
Cool. Awesome. Awesome. Any specific challenges that are going around that you're thinking of working from home?
Actually, after 10 years of running my business from home, pretty much, I finally got an office, and around this time, I'm not able to use the office. So I would say one thing, I actually think this is, especially for the workaholic people, this is a wonderful opportunity to connect with their family and wife and kids and whatnot, because a lot of people, for whatever reason, they are, especially the Silicon Valley type people, they are pretty much disconnected from their families in the sense that they are working 12, 14 hours a day. The remainder of time they are maybe being part of TiE or playing golf and things like that. So they end up spending very little time on their personal, in their personal life, like in terms of their family. So I think this is a good opportunity for, at least next few weeks, for a lot of people of, Indian heritage and probably even, like it applicable for everybody, not just people of Indian heritage, but I think this is a good opportunity, I should say. Challenge, I have, at least I have been working from home for the longest time. So I guess I have devised a way to remain productive. But I did have a question. The reason why people have offices is you can interact with each other, conference room, using whiteboard and stuff like that. So I heard somewhere in the chat that we will talk about whiteboard. So what do you guys have, what is a good way to have multiple people, use some kind of a electronic pen or something? So I just wanted to, you guys are, I'm a little bit behind the curve when it comes technology, so.
You can use Microsoft Teams and whiteboard.
Okay.
Doesn't Zoom also have a whiteboard option when we are in a group chat like this?
And I was looking for it. So the whole idea was I was going to tabulate all the challenges and start listing out all the opportunities. And I've spent the past 5 minutes trying to look for that whiteboard. I know I've seen a whiteboard on Zoom. So that is challenge number one. I think suddenly in a conversation where we are talking to each other, I think, getting to know each other, and, I think we also get lost in technology. I like the idea of seeing everybody. It's awesome. And Zoom is, but it takes some time to learn these technologies, at least for me. I feel like a Luddite sometimes. But yeah, I was the guy who said whiteboard there, Jane, and I am not able to find it, but apparently.
Okay. No, I think the whiteboard is frankly the biggest challenge when you're working from home, because, for example, I have team in India, I have team, a small team spread across the US, and being able to interact with them using some kind of a visual tool would be helpful.
There is a company called,
Hey, somebody has got a, there you go.
Yes.
Oh.
I did that. You can share the whiteboard from the share screen.
Oh,
okay.
So I think all hosts can, hosts can type on this.
Okay. Every day I learn something new. That's pretty cool. Awesome.
And
thank you.
How did you go to this screen?
Yeah, so as a host, if you look down at the bottom, you'll see the button that says share. And then when you hit share, it'll give you options to share your screen or share a whiteboard. So I just clicked on a whiteboard, and then this opened up. I've never done it before. I just figured I would jump in and try it since.
Oh, yeah. I see that the pen pops up, right?
Yeah. Pen, and at the top you can see now text. I don't know if everyone can do it or a host can do it. You can undo.
I think the host and the co-host can do it. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like the host can probably just do it. That
Okay.
makes sense.
Okay. So hey, every day we learn
I'll
something.
stop the share.
That's
I'll stop
awesome.
the madness.
I like the smiley face, by the way. We must that smiley face.
That was good. That was good. Thank
Anybody?
you.
Best whiteboard
Thanks, Gina.
here is either Slack whiteboard on Slack,
See,
or
exactly, right?
the
So
second one is
I think these are the challenges, right? I think what happens is, Anil, I think while we are focusing on the trying to do the conversation, I've seen this in umpteen number of home meetings nowadays, right? I'm jumping from one tool to the other tool to,
Yeah.
we are losing ourselves in, I don't know. I think that's a challenge. Instead of talking through, instead of using it as a communication medium, we are trying to figure out different technologies, which is an interesting challenge. Which is an interesting
challenge is you cannot share that same whiteboard to your whole team. Make it in your phone. So it's like the Zoom has some restrictions.
Yeah, but Anil, there is a company called Cyber Horizon. They have a product which is like having physical office online.
Yeah, that's a good one too. Yeah.
So Jay, I will introduce you to him. He lives here in Cerritos only, and he had booths at our 2 last TiEcons.
Oh, okay.
Fantastic.
Sorry. I just had one question. Somebody mentioned Slack. Is that useful in? Is it equally useful when it comes to?
I know Anil mentioned that. I've heard very positive things. Anil, I'll let you talk, but I've heard very, very positive things about Slack, by the way. And we can, Anil, if you know about it, we can perhaps do a session on Slack, but very quickly. Yeah, go ahead.
Jay, if you're using Microsoft Office 365, the best team collaboration tool is to go with Microsoft Teams. If you're not, then Slack. But now Slack and Microsoft are joining forces together.
Okay.
So Slack is very good team communicator, but Microsoft and Slack is communication. They're joining forces. So Microsoft Teams is definitely catching up, really good one up there.
And Jay, for Teams, we have our charter member, Manish Bhadia, who is an expert and a local guy in Irvine. So you may want to.
I will pick up Manish's brain because I personally have the Microsoft or Microsoft 365, etc., but not my team members. So I'll figure out what to do. Like maybe I need to bring it everybody on. Does everybody else need to have Microsoft 365 as well?
If they're using the, Manish will answer that better. But if they're using the Microsoft Office suite of product, then Microsoft 365 is good. And my team is on Microsoft 365, and it is only $4 per user per month.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll talk to Manish offline. And
so here, Manish, here you go. You got a lead.
Yeah, that's fine. We can help you. In the sense, if it is internal, you want everybody to be on Office 365. If it is external, it's not needed. That's a short answer.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
So Manish, can you actually do like a live webinar on Teams or no?
Well, by default, the normal Teams allowed up to 250 people. But you're gonna go more than 250, then you go Teams Live, which is like up to 10,000 people.
Okay, got it.
So this is a chance. I think building on what Mo said, right? Mindset. Let us learn about tools. I think we will set up one day. I will set up for next week where we can talk about 2 tools. Perhaps Anil, you can talk about 10 minutes about Slack. Talk about it, and then Manish, you can talk about the tools that Microsoft brings, Teams and stuff like that. I know Sanjay has mentioned Teams a few times in our past conversations, and I have not used it personally, and I'm looking to learn about it, right? So if you guys are up for it, we'll do something on either do it on the same day or stagger it for 20 minutes each. And we can take that offline and schedule it for next week. Okay. Would love to do that. Okay. And I just want to make sure time set, right? we are, I know this is, I've set it up for a very tight 30 minutes because Gupshup, I'm trying to work on content. We are very easy. It's an open flow. So please, we are going to keep this on till about 7 o'clock. Normally we've done that till about 6:45, 7. So we are running over. It's not that we are not tight on time, but it's designed to just run over here. So still challenges, I think, is what it is. And, I just wanted to make sure we will go over a little bit for those who are
Ravi, one more thing, Ravi, I see new members joining in. Payal has joined in, Sanjay joined us. So, we'll go through one more round of intro.
Perhaps. Okay, so who all joined? Anshuman, you've been keeping I think Sanjay, you want to say hi? Tell us about the event that you just had. You shared that webinar also, right, with Anna. So Sanjay, you want to very quickly tell us about that, and then we'll go through Payal and the rest of the groups that came late.
No, yeah, thanks. Sorry, I attended a little bit late. I was in a client call, so just got done. I said, let me jump in. So I'm glad you guys are still going on. That's awesome. No, the webinar went really well with Anna. I mean, she's like a book of wisdom. I call her like anytime, any questions, she has answers. And I think some of the things she shared, and I sent the recording afterwards, and now it's on YouTube as well. Is quite phenomenal. I mean, one of the quotes she actually shared from her grandfather, she says many times, what the mind cannot do, time can. And I think that's a very powerful quote. It's a very simple quote. So I think a lot of us need to think about that time can be the answer, I guess, for some long-term things, if you're going to be here for the long term, if you may. So view the recording. I thought it really went well. I know some of you attended it, so I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. We're going to do one more webinar next Tuesday as well with Dr. Stephanie Ardrey. I mean, I call her Dr. Money, and she's going to talk about money and what we can be thinking about, both in terms of capital as well as, raising money, as well as, all the things, that you can do about cash flow and all that in this situation. So again, that's the same time next Tuesday on the 7th at 11 a.m. So
go ahead and post that. Go ahead and post that on that chat button out there, and everybody will be able to see that, right? So, or share.
Yeah, let me do that. Sure.
Cool.
Payal, so that's my 1 minute update. So
we have Payal on the call also. Hi, Payal.
Hi, Anshuman. Thank you so much for starting this. I missed it last time. I made it a point that I join, although I'm a little late. I'm sorry about it. Yeah, I'm doing good. Just switching gears. Everything is slow. So Sahas also is trying to use Zoom as its platform. We are going to have our first group session this Friday. So we are opening up for group yoga for seniors. Our volunteers are supporting. We have like 100+ seniors on our calling list. So we are taking care of them through phone calls. Yeah.
So Payal, talk a little about Sahas for Cause. What you are trying to do.
Yeah.
Hi, Payal. I think we lost her.
We lost her. By the way, Pankaj, better background, my friend Pankaj. Now we can see you instead of the halo. Now we can see Pankaj actually instead of the halo.
Speaking of challenges, I've been working from home for a very long time, and now that my wife is also doing that, guess what? She has taken over my home office. So I've been thrown out, and so I'm working with a tablet in my hands, sitting on a rocking chair in my bedroom.
Hey, I don't know about you guys, but Seinfeld, they said, we have in our house, we have divided church and state. I am downstairs and my wife is upstairs in the other corner. As far away as possible, man, I'm telling you. 4 days, and then we had to sign a peace agreement. We didn't find a lawyer to find a divorce agreement, so we find a peace agreement, and we found our individual corners.
You actually mean that your commute got shorter. You had to go to the other room now. Now you could just get up and walk to the chair. So that your commute got shorter. That's good news, man.
I see one more new attendee, Venkat Polu.
Honno.
So Venkat, can you introduce yourself, please?
Microphone, bottom left-hand side.
Yeah. Okay, we'll reach out to him later.
Hey guys, a few minutes.
Are you able to hear me?
Venkat,
yes.
Hi, I'm Venkat Polu. I live in Cerritos.
Yeah, Venkat, go ahead.
I work as a product delivery lead for digital transformation AAA. I just saw your notification today, Anshuman. My kid studies in Whitney. Thanks for the invite. It's a basically great forum, and I'm learning more. I think someone was asking about Zoom. I think we are using WebEx. They have free account as well as the corporate account. If you go with a Zoom for free account, I think every 40 minutes or 50 minutes, it will be dropped. But if you go for WebEx, I think it's up to 100 users and there is no time limit. And WebEx has whiteboard session, but I haven't explored whether we can give control to participants, whether they can make any change.
It's very interesting, you know, Venkat. Thank you for joining us, and hopefully you'll join us every day. This happens from 6 to 6:30. We obviously stretch out till 7. But yeah, you know what? The two tools that people are not talking about are Hangouts. Actually, 3 of them. WebEx used to be one of the early tools that you know, was very, very powerful. I think just the brand name of Zoom took off. But yeah, WebEx, Hangouts, and I'm told Apple also has a product somewhere that can do this very easily, but I'm not very sure. So I think
Apple, we can do group FaceTime, but that's predominantly with Apple users only, iPhone users.
So Payal has joined us back. I would like to give an opportunity for her to talk about her NGO called Sahas for Cause. So Payal, the floor is yours.
Sorry guys, my connection got lost, so I had to borrow Rohit's phone to get back in. So I run this not-for-profit organization called Sahas for Cause, and our mission is to support recent immigrants that come from South Asia. So we work with people coming from India, Pakistan, Nepal, Bhutan, you know, all the countries from the South Asian side. And we have therapy, counseling, case management. We do a lot of group therapy, and all our work is for free. Our funding comes from foundations, and we actively keep writing grants. So yeah, just to give a little brief about who we are kind of new organization. We are women run, women founded organization. We are a group of 6 females who got together and started this initiative. We all work as volunteers. We don't have any paid employees so far. So getting there, we are 1 year old.
Okay.
So we are very thankful that, you know, we have this opportunity to learn from you all.
Great, and Naveen's introduction was cut in short. So Naveen, if you have figured out your mic, then, you know, here you go. Talk about CMIT. What do you do?
So yes, we are an IT services and certified cybersecurity company. We act as outsourced IT to small and medium businesses. I act as their virtual CIO. So for all their technology needs, they look up to me to do the research or whatever is available in the market. So my partnerships with other technology partners always helps, because I may not have all the capabilities, but my other partners would have. So I'm a co-member of Manish Bhadia's organization, IAMCP, where I'm already doing business with many partners there. So I want to build the same mutually beneficial partnership with TiE as well. So guys, please, we can do something together.
Excellent.
Over to you, Anshuman.
You know, this has been another challenge, by the way. Talking about challenges, let's get back to challenges. Bandwidth, right? I'm telling you, It is, depends on who's hogging the video here. I have to now stop people from watching YouTube on their on Wi-Fi sometimes when we are on meetings. So I think that's an interesting challenge, and that then translates to opportunities, right? How do you? I'm sure there are going to be new technologies where you should be able to modulate who gets what from a bandwidth standpoint and stuff like that in the house. So I don't know, you guys are technology gurus. So
is anyone using like any multiplexer or something that boosts the Wi-Fi? Anybody heard about that? Or?
I use Google. I use I use Cox Cable as my broadband cable provider, Sanjay. Yeah. I have the Cox Panoramic or something like that with Giga whatever branded Gigabyte or Giga whatever. And then I have 3 Google pods that actually distributes it. And I think Google, those 3 pods, I've tried these plugs and I've tried these plug boosters and stuff like that, which do not work very well, but Google really does. I benchmarked about 4 or 5 of them before, and I bought 4 or 5 of these and tried them out. So Google is very, very good. It comes with 3 pods and it does a beautiful job. The downside is, again, Google has your information. They help you regulate it, and you can literally do a whole bunch from cell phone, control it from your cell phone. And we have a fairly big house here and long house, and it does a fairly good job, but there is a bandwidth issue, absolutely.
So I was a little lucky, since I reconstructed my house, I got Cat6 cable going in all the rooms. So right now, I'm rather than using the Wi-Fi, I'm using the Cat6 for the direct and, the maximum bandwidth that I can get. But other than that, I have been using Netgear solution. It has 3 mesh technology or something like that. And it has really worked out well because of the 2 floors that I have and then the garage and the backyard. So with 3 Netgear pods, it has been able to give me consistent network and download and upload all through my house. So that's great.
So when can we have the meeting in your backyard and you can do a demo?
As soon as this, I still term it as, China virus or COVID-19 lets us, intermingle with each other. I had, in fact, planned for a puja, and, we had to postpone that because right now it is not healthy enough to call everybody home. So.
No, but talk about the coronavirus. In India now, there's a huge issue going on, right? Where apparently a group of people deliberately got sick and went around nationwide to spread the sickness. My mother actually lives in a village. She owns farmland and stuff. She's retired. She runs a farm. She has a farm. And one of those guys was actually, this farm, very nice place, people are, and one of those guys happened to be there, and now suddenly they're all on the lockdown. And for them to for people to go deliberately spread this, wherever it is from, I mean, I don't care where it is from, it's like deliberately spreading chickenpox, for God's sake, right? So it's time to get the testing kits out and get some, challenges here. What do you do when you don't have a vaccine for it? Right?
No. Ravi, I think it is not deliberate. They just didn't want to feel that they will be infected, and it's more of a ignorance and foolhardiness. Like even now, like for example, I personally, somebody told me, nobody believes they will die until they are dead. Like
we lost
I think I will never die, frankly. I mean, do any one of us think that we will be dead tomorrow? Nobody thinks, right? So it's the same feeling. I mean, nobody feel they will die until they are dead. It's like that.
I think denial is the first reaction in any such situation.
So I didn't mean to. I am not sure about the details of that
Yes.
article, but the guy was there, and so I thought it was interesting news. I have to go and watch Arnab Goswami to see what the actual scoop behind it is. That's but for people to, I think.
But the great thing is, in a country of 1.3 billion people, less infected people than Texas is. This is when everything is said and done, they will record in history that one man in India saved a country, the most densely populated, the poorest among all the large countries. He saved a country from a pandemic that could have potentially wiped out 1/10 of its population. So I mean, it's still a long time before you can make the final statement, but it seems that way right now.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Well, it's Jay. I would love to have the same optimism as you, but they just found yesterday a man got infected, and they found him in Dharavi, where there is a slum in Mumbai with over 1 million people, and they could not even take him to the hospital. He collapsed and he died right before they got him even. So now if he's infected in the slums in Dharavi with 1 million plus people, and now they quarantined a lot of area right there, but what I'm really concerned about is, it's a ticking time bomb. I hope it doesn't explode. I really hope so. I'm praying actually that somehow we get saved from this, because there are all these poor people there. And if it hits this poor neighborhood, which are essentially, you and I know they're ghettos. I mean,
no, Sanjay, what I feel is countries like India and Pakistan are saved because of poverty. It is because of poverty they are saved. When I grew up, we used to drink water, literally, which was sometimes it used to look like chai, like the color used to be like almost reddish, not reddish, but like the chai color. And so we knew it was consisting of 10% mud. Nothing happened to us. So we have the kind of immunity that cleaner and more prosperous countries like America or Italy can only dream of. Think about that, So
I would love
the country is,
to be optimistic like you, and I'm hoping that we don't get affected and we don't have the most cases ever. But somehow, somewhere in me, I'm a little worried though. I'm really worried. So let's hope that.
I think the idea here is let's hope for the virus
small and large we can do to help the community.
Right.
I think the only one good thing that has come out of this is that, it's a universal thing. We all the countries, people everywhere are dealing with the same issue.
Yes.
Before this, we were divided by this reason or that reason and this fight and that fight. But, the virus has, it's funny, but we all are working towards one mission of finding some relief and some cure. I live with a physician, and I can tell you that, it's hard. It's hard to see him leave the house every morning. And it's unpredictable. I don't know, what kind of patient he's going to, interact with, or so.
Yeah.
I say at this time, hope and prayers are so important. And I think,
definitely.
I hope everybody get the immunity to fight with this.
Absolutely.
Frontliners are doing amazing job. I mean, just unbelievable. Like Rohit works in the hospital. Hospitalists, nurses. There's some people, they're not even going home for weeks.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you to him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And the US was so unprepared, they did not even have masks for the physicians. My friend's wife is an anesthesiologist at UCI. She was afraid to go back, and their supervisor said, sorry, we can't have a mask to share. So she was actually giving anesthesia without a mask. I mean, they obviously had the regular surgeon's mask, but nothing beyond that.
Yeah.
N95, yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty pathetic.
I We are at 6:55 now, Ravi.
Yeah,
So,
I know we were talking about challenges, and these are challenges, right? I mean, these are challenging times. Hopefully, next time, think about these and let's identify some
So
opportunities.
on a positive note, Ravi, sorry to interrupt, but the Prime Minister, the team did say that the PM Cares Fund, they are going to open up for international donations.
yes.
So when that does happen, I do whatever you can, please donate, and let's help our home country out for sure. Yeah. Thank you.
Also, just to add to that, Sanjay, from TiE or collectively us, we should donate on behalf of TiE to some local charity. Because right, so
I would like to make a comment that we as Saha's team, we are trying to raise masks for the frontliners, and I have received some generous donations from from Cerritos neighborhood, and I have been able to donate 1,000+ masks to healthcare physicians. I don't want to take the name of the hospital, but yeah. So if you want to join in that effort, that will be really great, because I have been getting phone calls from Kaiser physicians and nurses that if there are more masks, they would love to have them.
Yeah.
So yeah, let me know.
Yeah, maybe we as TiE can jointly donate to some local charity, and
yeah.
I would be happy to donate to that.
Yeah.
To TiE.
So Saha's for Cause is the local charity.
Good. Love it.
Absolutely. Cool.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Hey guys, I know Mo and Dhawal, this was one of the topics that you spoke about. So Mo, first you, and then Dhawal, and then we need to wrap this up before Zoom cuts us off. So Mo, first you, and then Dhawal.
Yeah. Oh, thank you for that, Ravi. And I think that this is a testament to what happens when leaders are hit with the moment. So I hear a lot of people stepping the right thing, and this is a testament to leadership. When Anshuman decided to step up and be a leader of this community, he did not know. Now, maybe he did know and he just didn't tell us. But I think he didn't know that a world pandemic was about to happen, right? And if he did know, he didn't tell any of us that he knew, and I wish he had told me. But the point is, now, as a leader, what we're watching as part of this community is we're watching him adapt. We're watching him step up. We're watching him make sure the community stays in communication. We're watching people like Ravi and Anil make sure that this is actually a functioning community. So this is a great opportunity for us to see and to witness leadership. I think that leadership now more than ever before needs to be recognized. And what Sanjay's been doing for many years in the Orange County community. So I think someone got excited when I said Sanjay's name.
Bo, I guess I owe you a virtual hug, man. I can't give you a pat on the back right now, man.
By the way, Sanjay, just so you know, Anna Weber, I went to her home about 4 years ago. She cooked lunch for me once. I haven't seen her in a while. I didn't know that you're. Yeah,
you are a lucky one, man.
Yeah, a good friend of mine. She at the time she lived right next to Fashion Island. She's a very good friend of mine. I wish I hopped on there, but talk to her, tell her I said hello. But yeah, no, thank you, everyone. I think this is great. So I just wanted to thank Anshuman, thank Ravi, thank Anil for doing this for us, because I think that this is very important for us to stay, to keep each other focused and to keep each other, keep our morale up during these times as well.
I don't thank you, Mo. Absolutely, and looking forward to this. So we are back tomorrow for about half an hour. Give us some ideas. We can talk about it. Balaji was supposed to have a tabla recital, but he decided he's going to walk. So he had to go for a walk. So Balaji, hopefully we'll do that next time. But we'd love to have one music thing, something. So please send me some of your capabilities and talents, and we will wrap that with it. Okay, so send any ideas to me, and next time we will incorporate 5 minutes.
In this group, Ravi, Naveen is a very good singer.
Excellent. So anybody else, send us your talent.
Naveen, if you
and
could
let us.
just sing a couple of lines for us before
Hey,
we close.
Naveen, next time you sing, I play Dolak.
There you go.
Okay, tomorrow.
Yeah,
Excellent.
tomorrow. What time?
We
What
do
time
that.
tomorrow?
6 o'clock again.
Okay,
I mean
tomorrow.
the next session.
Okay,
When
tomorrow I
Balaji-
will play Dolak from here and Naveen is playing there. Okay, got it.
And
Okay.
yeah, perfect. That'll work out. And in the meantime, others also send us your capabilities, dancing, anything. People who want to teach us how to dance, we are open to that. Okay. So, or
Awesome.
cooking, very quick, 10-minute recipe. Okay, guys, 7 o'clock. Thank you for hanging with us. I really appreciate it. Wonderful seeing all your faces. Thank you so much. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay healthy. Okay. Take
See you
care.
guys.
Bye.
Thanks, Nita, for the smiles.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.